Hey everybody, Ash and Saib here for the Triple S League. It's November 5th, 2018, and we are taking a quick look at the patch notes for the massive Fallout 76 update that just took place. If you haven't yet, you're going to want to download this if you're taking part in the beta and you want to get in on the beta, beta gameplay on Tuesday and Thursday this week. I believe these are the last two beta sessions that are taking place before final release. Is that right, Saib?
Yep, and then the game releases on the 14th of this month, November.
Right, so that's next week. So yeah, Tuesday and Thursday of this week are the final beta sessions. There's been a massive 30 gigabyte update, so you're going to want to get that downloading quite a bit before the servers go live on Tuesday. But anyway, we're going to look at the patch notes for these, but we also have some information on one of the major complaints that players have had, which is the weight limit of your stash box. Your inventory stash where you can store things. People are saying there's not enough space in there. I think it was 400 pounds or something, and a lot of people were maxing that out really quick. So so we're going to talk about that a bit. Let's just go through the patch notes here. As you can see in this article, it says bug fixes and balance changes, but nothing addresses the major concerns of players. And I think that's for the most part pretty accurate. So we have some general improvements. Stability. The Fallout 76 game client and servers have received significant stability improvements. That's good. And performance. Several issues have been addressed to resolve hitches during gameplay and other performance issues. And I think that'll be really good. I know I was having a lot of issues with things stuttering and some server lag and that kind of a thing. So hopefully as I jump into it tomorrow, I'll see things improve significantly. Alright, then there were some balance changes. Many mid to high level enemies have received additional balance adjustments. Some notable changes include the Scorched. Health and damage resistance have increased for mid and high level Scorched, and slightly decreased for mid to high level Super Mutants. And then melee damage has been increased across many mid and high level enemies, particularly Mirelurks and Mirelurk Hunters.
Yeah, so we got destroyed by some of those monsters that were like a couple levels higher than us, and so this means that if you're taking Mirelurks on again, it's like melee is going to be one of the worst options because they're going to hit very, very hard now.
Yeah, you're going to want to take them on at a distance if possible. Camp, workshops, and crafting. So material requirements to craft throwing knives and tomahawks have been increased. Additionally, throwing knives and tomahawks can no longer be sold to vendors, which is interesting, but this was a way that people were using to just gain tons and tons of money, was by crafting the throwing knives and tomahawks and then selling them to vendors. It was quite...
They sold for a lot.
Because
it was not a lot individually, but when you could easily craft like 600-700 of these things without going too far out of your way, and you could then turn around and sell those to robot vendors for several caps each. So it was a way to make 1,500, 2,000 caps pretty quickly, and that, I mean, if you played the game, you'll be lucky if you hit 1,000 caps before you hit level 20. So it's not, you don't get a lot of caps in the game. That was clearly throwing the economy, such as it is, off balance.
I think it seems really arbitrary that they would take away your ability to sell them. I mean, I might have made them a lot cheaper than they were, or it seems odd to me that they'd just say no, you can't sell them if you can sell everything else. But oh well, that's what they chose to do. So event quests, the time required to restart a previously completed event quest has been increased from 45 minutes to 1 hour and 12 minutes. That's an odd number, but anyway, that's what they did. Some bug fixes for art and graphics. They fixed an issue that could cause enemies to walk around in the T-pose. That's a good one that they fixed. There was a rather funny one that we encountered quite a few times, but I'm glad they fixed that.
Nothing like getting killed by a death claw in the T-pose.
They fixed an issue that could cause artifacting to display on the character's hands and weapons while inside the white spring and playing in first person. So it sounds like a rather specific one that they fixed. Water no longer flickers or flashes white in building interiors, And powered objects placed at workshops will now correctly play animations and sound effects. Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
Let's see. So there was an audio bug they fixed with a voice chat. Selecting play with team from the main menu no longer causes voice chat to stop functioning for non-leader teammates. So I think we encountered that one, so I'm glad that they fixed that one. In workshops, successfully defending a workshop no longer awards more aid items than intended. All right. Not sure.
Yeah, it wasn't that much. Sometimes I noticed that I was getting like double like stim pack drops, like 2 stim packs and then another 2 stim packs, and that seemed a little bit weird. But I think that's what that means, is that it was drawing on more items than it was supposed to. So cutting that back, hopefully those rewards will be placed with something else just as useful, preferably.
Right. Quest bug fixes. I Am Become Death. Launching a nuke will now complete the I Am Become Death quest for all teammates. I don't know about you, but I don't think we got anywhere near that one. But it's good to know that they fixed that problem. And then completing the First Contact and Thirst Things First quests no longer award more aid items than intended. So
yeah, again, just some of these quests were their rewards were pumping out a little bit too much in one category, so that's them just trimming that up.
Right.
So,
some UI fixes, some various things with languages here, and then login. Fixed an issue that could prevent players from logging into Fallout 76 on PC. That's a good one. Can't play if you can't log in. Adjusting Windows display scaling settings no longer causes the game to launch in lower or higher resolutions than expected.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And we got some map fixes, and now we also have some lighting quality fixes as well. The big one I'm hoping for is the social system, because it was so annoying trying to add people, and this
right.
The first one here, where you could fail to reconnect to the team error from the main menu screen. But then also this one, fix an issue that could prevent players from seeing one another in the social menu after adding each other as friends.
Yeah, this one this was a big problem for us.
Huge problem. We had to add a third party to get to form any groups between us two. So that was really, really frustrating early on.
Yeah. All right, and then attempting to trade with a player who is entering power armor no longer causes the game client to become unresponsive, so that's good. So, all right, so some general bug fixes and other fixes. As they say, I think the stability and performance ones are the big ones. They're the big ones for me, and the social system ones. But so I don't know if it's entirely true what he says up here. Nothing addresses the major concerns of players. I would say that the stability and performance were pretty big concerns of players, but it doesn't say anything here about the stash limit. But you have some information on that side, do you not?
So we've been digging around a ton. There was a post by Pete Hines who was asked about this a couple days ago, and his official response was that's the sort of thing that the team wants and needs to hear in terms of features and functionality going forward. Whether it's the storage size of the stash changing again, or storage options, or whatever, they'll be adding and evolving the game as we go based on the feedback that the players are giving. So that was his official response. Now, I did a little bit more digging, and I've heard that not necessarily at launch, but down the road, the size of the stash will increase. That they could end up tying that to some quests. They could end up tying that to the progression of your settlement, how big you make it, and what you unlock for it. And each time you unlock something for it, you're unlocking, a couple extra pounds here and there. And that would be a really cool progression system. Would give you it would give you a reason to like hunt down every recipe that you don't have, because every recipe that you learn can unlock some more size in it. We've also heard that they're just going to do a flat increase of like anywhere between 10 to 100 times. We've also heard that they're just going to make it unlimited, and you store as much stuff in there as you want. So that's all interesting. We'll see where it goes. I don't think we'll see this change come in before this current patch. So tomorrow, I don't think it'll be up and live tomorrow, but I do expect that we will see or hear something about this, because this is one of the major issues that people have been commenting on, and it seems to be that we're starting to get some definite nods that yes, they're going to be addressing this.
All right, thanks very much for that, and thank you all for listening. If you appreciate this content, don't forget to like and sub, and stay tuned to our channel here for lots more Fallout 76 content coming your way. We'll talk to you later. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, sub, and hit that notification bell, and then check out some of these other videos. Find the link to our Discord server and other important stuff in the description below.
Rotated.